KooLNerdz Lounge, episode 43. What's up? What's up? What's up, y'all? KooLNerdz Lounge, episode 43. We had to do it on a Thursday night, but it's all good, man. But what's been going on with me, I do have this piece right here. Came in this nice black foam. It is the Hulk banner combo. Real tight, man. Real tight. And this piece is going to actually come with an autograph as well from Lou Ferrigno. I'm a big fan. Grew up loving that show when I was a kid. Although it was reruns, it was even reruns at that time, and it was still a great show back in those days. Very great show to me as a kid, you know. And they didn't use all the CGI and all of that mess. All right, here's our special guest, y'all. You know, and they didn't use all the CGI.
Hold on, sorry.
Got a little echo. All right. So, yeah, we got a special guest, Dan, the Dynamic Menace, from DMD. I'm happy that he's joining us today.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah. So, I got this piece next to me, man. I really love what you chose for the packaging.
Thank you.
And it came in like 2 shippers, so it was double shipped, and it was shipped discreetly. So that's a good thing, because you never know if UPS want to steal. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
so
yeah.
When it came discreetly, it just seems like a regular box, and yeah, and then when I pulled it out of the box, it was very easy to pull out because you got the black straps and stuff.
Yeah.
So the materials you use, man, it seems like it's very secure, because the regular foam that companies use, it's kind of a cheap way to send stuff. So I appreciate the way that you packaged this, man.
Thank you. Yeah, it's gonna ride safe and sound.
Yeah. So I'm gonna start sharing my screen here. Because I want to get right into it. Man.
What's up, Rashid? What's up, Jomo? How you doing?
Hey, what's up? How y'all doing, bro?
What's happening?
All right.
Oh, blessed, man. Can't complain.
All right, Dan. So we're gonna talk about this, and I'll let you guys know that these are group commissions that are extremely limited runs, and people support the project to make it happen. So this is fan art, and I'm gonna let Dan, talk about it. If you got some questions, you can ask questions in the chat. Guys on the panel, you can ask questions as well. So we starting off with this Star Killer here.
Oh, that's an awesome character.
It's the Sith Stalker version.
Yeah, this is dope.
Oh, okay.
So what scale is this one? Or are you doing it 2?
No, yeah, this is going to be 1/4.
Okay.
Not enough.
Now,
Wanted 1/3. So
a lot of your stuff you do in both scales, but this
yeah,
one
I tend this. Yeah, if there's enough people to support it, coming together to make them happen, then
yeah. So this is real good, man. And like, I'm gonna see one of your pieces for the first time, up close and personal when I do this unboxing. But the renders of your pieces, man, they've been amazing.
Thank you.
I came about your group maybe about 6-7 months ago.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm a big fan of Lou Ferrigno, so when I saw that Hulk piece, I had to reach out. I think you didn't have that many at that time, and I jumped on it.
Yeah.
This is dope, man. And not a lot of people are doing this character.
Yeah, they choose to do the other one. The I don't know. I guess the one that's kind of like has the Darth Vader look to it.
Yeah.
I like this design the best. This is my favorite. This really looks more evil than the other one.
Now
Okay, now,
go ahead.
oh no, go ahead. You go ahead.
We got Darth Rashid.
Yes, yes.
Now you know he's a big time fan of.
He is. Look at it. Look at those pieces behind him. That's a big fan right there.
Immensely, he is.
Yeah, I know.
Rashid, you jumping on this?
The thing is, I was going to jump on it, but I have a Star Killer, and I was going to get a second one, which I thought about getting this one, but then came out with the Bounty Hunter, and I don't know, something just told me just be patient, something else is coming, and then because I have his boss, and I remember back in the days when the idea of Boss was being made. And I think Dan was with a different studio, so it was like it took a little longer to be made. And when the Boss came out, I was like, at first I didn't think it was going to be this. This was my first time into customs, and when the Boss was made, that's when I was like, damn, how come I ain't jump on it? So I ended up buying my Boss from Junior, and it was heavy, big piece. I got it's my main Boss statue to this day. And when he came out with the Spawn, that's when I was like, yeah, I'm gonna jump on it and stuff like that.
And we're gonna show those as well.
But I do like this Star Killer because I have one already, and this one is like he's kind of like waiting to duel, I guess. In this pose, I don't know. You may want to explain it, Dan, but
yeah, I chose. I didn't go all out on a dynamic pose. I wanted to just keep like something in a museum type dynamic. Just,
so is that going to be sculpted? The tunic, is that going to be
everything?
sculpted?
Yeah, everything's fully sculpted.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm digging a base on it as well. So
yeah, that's actually right out of the game. It's
right.
That was my question. I was wondering if it came from either the Force Unleashed skin, or did it come from did it come from the later version game that just came out, Jedi Survivor, where they have the skins and all that for it?
Yeah, no, this is from the Force Unleashed, or inspired by that. The skin, it's the Ultimate Sith Edition.
Okay.
This was one of the skins that was part of that, and then you could fight like as you went through the game. As Galen Merrick, you end up fighting this version of himself.
Okay.
And, at the end of that whole series of battling him, and I guess you defeat him. I can't quite remember, but Galen Merrick falls all the way down in this Jedi temple with him. That's like the thing that he lands on. I saw it and I was like, man, that'd make a perfect base. So that's what it was designed after.
Yeah.
Well, it is a nice piece. I like the design, the sculpture on it, especially the coloring, and I like the face sculpt.
Thank you.
And they just
It's unique.
They need to revamp the Star Wars video games so people
For real.
understand about Revan, Malik, and Star Killer. Because some people
True.
don't know about these characters like Vindikin and Darth Malgus. But
Right.
these characters are deep, man. So I mean, if I'm able to pull it off, I'll pull the trigger on this.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna take a small little break. Shout out everybody here in the chat. All the way from Puerto Rico, Edwin Diaz. We have my man in two places at one time. DJ Hercules. We have my man Gabriel Gutierrez. And from another channel, thank you, my brother, from Toy Quest 101, Miguel. We got my man Cypher. A Plus Collectibles. How you doing? We got
What
my
up?
man Venom Tech in the building. And the man who creates stuff through a vision, your vision. And the man who streams on Instagram, my man Figure. Oh,
Oh my gosh.
then we got my man Jesse, the mustache Hernandez. And we got E-Man. Not He-Man, but E-Man. And my other brother from Puerto Rico, the Puerto Rican statue collector, and Inez Perez. All right. Yeah, I can't forget to do that, man. Anyway, let's get back to it.
That was great.
So yeah, I like this piece. I don't know a lot about this character, but this is
Powerful.
very, very dope.
Yeah, he's
Powerful character.
he is very powerful.
Uh-oh. I got
Now, Dan, would you happen to be doing Darth Revan?
You know, I'd like to, you know, for sure. He's been requested a lot by
Okay.
group members, so yeah, I mean, probably at some point I'll get to him.
I wonder which one you'll do. Would you go for the Darth Sith or would you go for the Jedi Knight?
Yeah, I don't know.
Or the last one where he's both the hero and the villain.
Right. Yeah. Honestly, I don't know much about him. I know he's a video
Okay.
game character.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd have to do some research on him before
Okay.
I usually do that, you know, before I start creating these. I do research, you know,
Okay.
their origins, you know, the stories that they're in, you know, see what details they have and things like that to
I
incorporate.
believe they do have the character, like it, just to help you out if you don't know. I think they got a book on Star Wars: The Old Republic. That's where he's from.
Okay. Well, I know he's from the Old Republic. It's just, and I know who's the other Darth. Was it
Darth
Malik?
Malgus?
Not Malik, I think, or
Okay.
was his master or his partner, or
Yeah.
I mean, there's a bunch of them. There's Darth Nihilus and Darth
Go back,
Sion.
Faber. Go back to the sabers in the back of them.
Right.
I love how that looks.
Yeah,
there's a lot of
It's
detail
dope.
packed up in
That's
here,
dope.
man.
yeah. Those are his trophies.
This is a dope statue.
Now, Dan, is this going to be 1/3 or 1/4 or both?
It's going to be 1/4. Initially, you know, I offered to make it in both scales, but people didn't get enough to get 1/3, so
Right.
we're just doing the 1/4.
Got you.
Yeah,
That is dope.
yeah. That's Vader's lightsaber. Darth Maul's.
Mhm.
I can't remember what the name of the character he defeats, because in the game you can play as this character, and he defeats. There's like it's some sort of laser pike, and then the General Coda. That's his lightsaber on the left there, and then of course Galen Merrick's lightsabers on the front. You know, Galen Merrick is Starkiller.
I got a question.
Sure.
This is a whole lot of detail, man. Like even like the vein work on this, even like the details in the elbows with, you know, just the realism of the fine lines in the elbow area and all the veins and all of this detail packed back here in this area. Even this buckle is extremely detailed, these chain loops. So with all this detail, like most of the time we look at our statues from the front, does this have a base that spins or no?
Oh, with the
Great
base
question.
spin? No,
Yeah.
no. I mean, That's why they sell motorized Lazy Susans.
Oh yeah, that's what I have them. So
Yeah.
I would, if I was to get a piece like this, I would definitely get a smaller Lazy Susan, so
Yeah.
you can appreciate it because there's so much detail packed in there.
Then
Yeah,
is the
no,
tunic going to be it's
it
going to
doesn't-
have
it
texture
doesn't
too? Tunic going to have texture on it?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you. What'd you say?
The tunic is going to have texture.
Yeah, you see it has the leather texture to it there.
Okay, just making sure.
Yeah, the pants have texture.
Gotcha.
It's every bit of it. I mean,
This
all
is-
of it has texture on it. Even the the leather straps up underneath the chest, armor that he has.
Right.
So definitely, I see a swap out. This is a different type of pose with that right
Yep.
arm.
Yes.
This is cool, man. How many swap outs you got for the arms?
Just the two for the right arm and
Okay.
just the two heads.
Got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, this would be a tough choice. Oh, I didn't peep this. It's like blood is coming out.
Right. You just not saw that?
Yeah, I'm just peeping that.
Yeah, that's right out of the. There's some images of him from the game, and
Yeah.
like that's blood on the very tips of the the armor at the top. That's blood dripping down.
Wow,
Like
this
it's
padding
called-
on this shoulder pad is real good too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it all has texture to it.
Yeah, buddy, this is real good, man.
That's this is dope.
That
Now,
base
Dan, is it
good.
going to be LED saber, or is it just is that just for the effect of the picture?
Nope, the lightsaber will light up. CCFL, just like kind of like what you see in the background here.
Okay.
Should
That's
light up
awesome.
just like you see it in the photo. It should light up just like that,
And where's this being sold at?
or it will. It will be.
Well, this is fan.
If you want to
commission,
support the
so-
project, you can reach out to me on Facebook.
Yep.
I'll be sending you a hit in a second.
Okay,
Yeah. So yeah, Jomo is a big Trekkie.
that's
But
good.
he also
That's cool.
loves Star
I like
Wars.
that. Yeah.
Have you done any Star Trek stuff?
So when I was growing up in the 70s, okay, I'm a 70s kid.
Wow.
I like you with the Hulk, you watch the reruns. So I was watching the reruns on the Star Trek. So, but Star Wars, I was 7 when that first came out. So that's when I first I didn't even really watch Star Trek until later on in my early, 10s, well, when I was 10 or 12. So, but I was deeply and heavily, influenced by Star Wars. I when I first saw that, I was just blown away by it. So
Mhm.
I do like Star Trek. Don't get me wrong, but I
Yeah,
haven't
yeah,
done
yeah.
any Star Trek pieces now.
Nice, man. This is.
So I love the detail. That arm. Go back to that.
Yeah,
arm.
I was just looking at that. Like,
So that arm is cybernetic. How did you know
Yeah,
that?
yeah. There's all
Wow.
kinds of mechanical details in that arm. Not just on the backside, but the whole arm on the
Yeah, I
top of the
see
head,
that.
the
So
backside.
so basically his arm is he has one his arm is cybernetic or both?
No, it's just that one arm. So in the game, what happens is
He's got two
I think it's
pants.
Galen Merrick fights the Emperor,
Mhm.
and he was supposed to kill Vader, and he wouldn't kill Vader. So then the Emperor brought a ship, force pulled a ship from out of space into this hangar they were in, and the ship lands on him. And
Yes.
it screams, and it goes black, and then it goes to the next scene where it scrolls up from the feet and up through his hands and shows this version of him. So the Emperor created this.
Wow,
This
that's hot,
version of
man.
man,
See, that's the stuff I like to see. This
man,
I like
you
to see
killed this, Joe.
Thank you.
You killed this.
Yeah, I got it, Patrick. I got it.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
got.
this is hot, man.
This is real dope, man. So I'm gonna go into another piece of yours that I got in here, and this one, man, whew, I love the bass. So this is the only picture I got of this, but I don't.
Okay,
I
that's fine.
mean, this
Oh
right here,
wow!
like,
This is a life-size bust.
yeah, What's the availability?
Yeah, still you can still support this one if you want.
Got it. Yeah,
It comes
yeah,
with everything that you see here.
yeah.
And then-
This swap out thing
Yep, the helmet swap out.
is ridiculous. There was one out there, another fan art one, and I was thinking about it, but this one, because of how you did the mask with the cut down it,
Mm.
that just was man.
Yeah,
Dude.
this is from Rebels,
Right.
Star Wars Rebels.
I recognize that immediately.
Yeah, and it's kind of like it's really based on the artwork of Ralph McQuarrie, that whole show. So
Yes.
when I saw this version of him, when I found out he was going to be in the series, and then we actually finally got to see him, I was just like, holy shit. I mean, he looks so much more evil that like this than he does, when I first saw him in the first Star Wars.
Yeah.
So to think that they could actually improve on or make the version of him look like even more menacing and evil, I mean, they killed it. They did.
So in this base, this part at the bottom, is that representing like lava or?
All right. So what this is in the series, and if none of you've watched Star Wars,
I
Rebels,
did.
I highly recommend you go watch
That's
it.
what you call it? He fights Ashoka.
Yeah, the Sith temple. It's in a
in
Sith
the
temple
right.
on Malachor.
Right.
Right.
Yeah,
It's a temple.
and this is the spire that's in that temple, and that's that little pyramid inside. That's a Sith holocron.
Right.
And that'll all light up
okay.
on the inside.
Oh, dude, that's genius, Joe.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's why the Ahsoka,
That's true.
the sideshow one, the base is the way it is because it's like it's from inside of here.
It is.
So, yeah.
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah, man. This dude. So I'm definitely reaching out to you.
All right, cool.
I collect a lot of busts, as you can see behind me.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, I just put this one back here today.
Which one? The Spawn?
The Spawn. Yeah, I had Harley there.
Yep.
Yeah, so I love putting a bust next to a statue. So and bringing up Spawn. We're gonna get into that too, but I want to spend a little bit of time with this because the hair swap out on this was really cool for you to do that. And I don't know if people just peep the details, even in a smaller in the smaller base. That's real dope. That's also very inspired, Star Wars inspired.
It is. Yeah, I definitely. I didn't want to just do something plain. I wanted to something interesting. So
Yeah, is that now the materials that you use in that base? Is that metal?
it's not going to be metal. The rod will be metal.
Yeah, the rod. Okay,
Yeah, the
that's
rod
metal.
will be metal, but no, the bottom part would be painted to look like metal.
To
But it'll
look
be
like metal.
more than likely the base will be polystone for added weight and support. So
Okay.
it won't tip over real easy. So it's nice and heavy in the bottom.
Got it.
But the rest of it will all be cast in resin.
Okay. The materials that you're using on this.
hmm
Like,
Yeah, that will be
Oh.
real cloth.
the cloak would be real cloth.
Yes.
Wow. Okay, I
Yeah,
like
That'll
that.
be mixed media. That's good.
I like that.
And the tusks, the tusks in the front, those are going to be made out of machined aluminum.
Oh wow.
Nice.
I was looking into doing real metal for the grill mesh.
Mhm.
Couldn't find one that sized up properly. So, but there will be a secondary grill mesh in behind that will be metal, but it will be black. He'll have glass eyes.
Oh no.
The lenses will be clear, see through.
Nice.
Yeah, I was
Well,
gonna
an acrylic eye. I don't want to say glass.
Well, I mean,
It's not
still,
gonna be glass.
it's not. It's still just not a painted type.
Yeah,
of,
no, it's not. It's not going to be painted. It'll be a two-part, two-part component. With the details on the inside, and then it'll have the clear outer shell covering over that.
Yeah, man, that's dope. That is dope. Definitely gonna be reaching out to you. So,
Cool.
for everybody,
Man,
who
how
are
you be coming
interested.
up with this stuff? That's what I want to know.
How did he
Yeah.
come up with it?
Damn.
Well, I mean, the character, like I said, the show, I really love the show, and I really love that look. And I mean, no one, ever since the show came out, the only thing that you could get was a little, like, 12-inch cheap toy of it. And,
Right.
like, I wanted, like, this needed to be life size. So, like I said, I just did some research. I thought about, what I wanted to do to the base, and what this the most iconic scene from that series is when he battles Ahsoka in the Sith temple there, and she slashes his helmet with. I mean, that whole thing
Yeah.
was incredible.
Yeah.
So
That whole fight scene was choreographed. The way they did it was
it gave me
awesome.
goosebumps. I mean, when a show gives me goosebumps or a certain scene gives me goosebumps, it's like, it kind of sticks with me.
Your creativity is off the chain, Joe.
Well, thank you. It's the artists who I work with that do the sculpting. I mean, they really deserve most of the credit. I just give them the ideas and guide them through it and make sure that we follow the path that I want it to look like. But they're the ones who are really doing the hard work here. I don't, I'm not the one. I mean, when I get it, I'll go through it a little bit, and if there's something that needs some adjustment, I'll do it. But it's minor. It's not, nothing major like that. But
Yeah, but you still got to tell them what to do, though. You know what I'm saying?
well,
So,
yeah.
and I get it. It's a collaborative effort, and like I said, between man, y'all killed this, Joe.
Thank you. Yeah.
This is really good, man. Definitely gonna be reaching out, and just like with anything else, man, you have a team. Like I was messing with my guys to see if they was like, "We're sorry, Fatal." I tried to be as serious as I could in the beginning of the show. They didn't even bite. They showed no emotion. But these are my guys, right? And we can't have even a show like this without a panel.
Yeah.
So a collaborative effort, a group effort, a team effort. Michael Jordan couldn't win the championship by himself. He was the leader of the team.
I'm so glad you finally admitted
that. We got a Jordan hater, but it's all
Oh,
good.
what? Jordan? Yeah. That's okay. Bill Russell's the GOAT anyway.
No, he's not. It's Willis.
Oh my God. Okay. Moving forward.
Moving on.
Because we could be here all day long. Trust me.
For real.
All right. So we're gonna go to this Yoda. So you got this one in 3 scales, and I thought that was just genius. Like normally I'd like to have one option because sometimes it's hard to make a decision. But you did this one in quarter, third, and full.
Yeah. Yeah, he was small enough to be able to do it, and he, got enough support to get, to get it done. So people support the project. People come together and support the project. They can happen.
What types of materials did you go with?
This is all completely fully sculpted except for the hair. The hair is, it's fake hair, but it's just glued on there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna go out on a limb and say this is the best Yoda ever made.
Oh wow! Jeez, thanks.
Because everything that's involved with it, the base, yeah, it's really good.
Thank you.
This is really good. So,
and this Yoda is based on the Clone Wars?
Yeah, that's a digital render right there.
Okay.
But the ones he showed of the full statue, that's the prototype.
Okay.
Yeah, but this is based off of that specific scene.
Or Attack of the Clones, I think. Yeah.
No, it's in Revenge of the Sith.
Revenge of the Sith. Okay,
where he confronts Palpatine.
Right.
What's
the
an end your rule is, and not short enough it was.
What's availability on this?
Yes. This is this isn't available anymore.
Well, I mean that's a good thing for you.
Well,
I mean, the
not
support
for the ones who wanted to support it later on.
Right.
I try to let people, have enough time to support it. So
good.
Unfortunately, this one, the time has passed for that.
So you're pretty much a one of a kind type of guy. Once it's done, it's done. You're not doing it again.
No, right.
I like that.
Yeah. I mean, if I do a character, I mean, if I do the same character, it'll just be a different version.
Yeah,
It won't
makes
be
sense.
it won't be from the same, same movie or anything.
Are these already out there?
Not yet. It's still being made.
Yeah, this is real nice. I really dig it. So these are light up features in this base.
Yeah, that's the real statue right there.
Got it.
That's the actual piece.
So this is not battery. It's all.
No, yeah, I don't use battery on anything.
Good.
Batteries leak, and it's all power cord. I know some
Nice.
don't like to have to deal with the cord, but I mean, you're not gonna get. I mean, some collectors like to, they have everything on one switch. They walk into the display room and flip the switch, and everything comes on. And some people, work in their man cave, and they like to leave everything on while they're working. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
My goal is to have it like, well, I mean, some of this stuff is just on battery. I don't like batteries either, and I think everything should be where you plug it, because if you do that, you don't have to worry about the acid, like you said.
Yeah, batteries leak, and so even brand new batteries. Like I put batteries in something, I can't remember what it was, but they weren't that old, and they leak. They were leaking like a couple of months later. So I was like, damn.
And then you can put them on like a switch where you have, you can voice control it, and then come in and be like, Alexa, turn on Yoda, and then it lights up, and that's so cool.
All right, yeah,
that's the kind of thing I like to be able to do.
Kind of like that old school, the clapper, clap on, clap off.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is real cool, man. The fact you did it in 3 scales was really, really smart. So I'm gonna go to this.
Just trying to make collectors happy. So,
whoa.
Yeah, this is Dirge. This is like one of my favorites that I've done.
Yeah, this is dope.
Yeah, he's the baddest bounty hunter in the land.
So what are we looking like on this one? Quarter and third, or?
I offered quarter and third, but it's looking like just quarter.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm hoping we can get enough support for this one. It's kind of getting close to the downtime, so we'll see. We'll see what happens.
You know what it is? A lot of people don't know about this guy was a bounty hunter.
Yeah.
Because years ago I didn't know about him until you have to watch the cartoon, not the new one, but the old cartoon of him. And maybe you should play it on. Did you play the little segments on your channel on your page?
I actually posted I posted a video that goes back into his whole origin and where he's from. And
no, I know I saw that, but
okay.
I think people need to see him fighting Obi-Wan in the cartoon. Like
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Yes. Oh man, this right here is crazy.
Look, that detail is wow.
Now are these 3D? This is 3D though, right?
Yeah, this is a render, but I mean, if you go back to Yoda and you look at that digital render and then you look at the actual statue, I mean, it's
you hitting it, you knocking it out the park. So with
it looks exactly like him.
Yeah, because sometimes you look at renders with some companies and then when it's out, it's like it loses quality. But you can trust that based off the stuff that's come out from you, that they really meet the standard.
But I heard a lot of people don't know about this character, but I remember hearing about him because I remember they were saying Obi-Wan fought him. Yeah. And that's what the Sideshow Obi-Wan mythos armor is, when he fought this guy. Mm-hmm. And a lot of people don't know. That's why I was telling Danny, maybe you should play the old cartoon, the old cartoon. Mm-hmm. They can see who it is.
It was they had you could even see it on YouTube of the cartoon of him fighting this specific character. It's just I don't know what you kind of call how they did the artwork on that specific episode, but it's different. It's really
It's like little
it's
kitty. It's real like
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
it was.
But
Who was it? It was Filoni, wasn't it? Filoni did that, but didn't Filoni do Samurai Jack? And
yes, there you go. There you go. That's you hit it right on the head. There you go. Yep.
Yeah, it's the same. It's the same artwork from Samurai Jack. That's why.
Yes.
Which is but those animated DVDs were amazing. I mean the choreography and the fight scenes. It was it was off the chart. It was awesome.
Yes.
The only time I seen him in the comic book Star Wars, there's a comic book with the Sergeant Ventress's origin, and he's on the cover next to her. So I would have posted that then, so people know that this is not a made up character. Because people, people gonna say,
but you do have this is Jango Fett at the bottom, correct?
Actually, no, that's just a Mandalorian.
He hates Mandalorians.
Yeah, I was like,
that's his origin. He hates Mandalorians because they killed his mentor. And that's really what that. I know that symbol at least the symbol on his body is supposed to represent his mentor because his mentor kind of looked like that. But I know that a lot of people, now with Boba Fett and the Mythosaur and all that, all because of Disney and all that. So it kind of changed a little bit, but that's kind of what that is. But he has a female Mandalorian helmet and his tentacles there and his damaged arm, crushing it.
What's crazy? Like how old is this character though?
He's 2,000 years old, or was.
Okay.
Until Anakin.
Yeah.
And that's from a canon standpoint. But like, how long has this character been he's been on the show? Because I'm not really familiar with. I'm not familiar with him.
Since was it 2002 or 2001? You first saw him. Now, the first time I saw him was in those animated DVDs.
Me too. Also.
Yeah,
I agree.
I don't think he was in the comics. That all came after that. And those DVDs, see, this is what makes me so angry with Disney and them just pissing all over the canon and the expanded universe.
Correct.
They just tossed all those stories out the window and didn't make them canon anymore. But those DVDs, okay, the last one that leads right up to Revenge of the Sith. So those DVDs are between Attack of the Clones and Revenge of the Sith, and the second one of that, the very ending, leads right up to the opening scene of Episode 3, where Anakin and Kenobi fly off to go fight that battle that we see in the first scenes of Episode 3.
And they also try to get rid of Dark Horse's comics as being canon. Some of them,
but they'll always be canon to me. I mean, you can't something can't be canon for 40 years and then you just wipe it out.
Yeah.
What up, John? Appreciate it, my brother.
Yeah,
appreciate it. Yeah.
But he definitely fights Obi-Wan, and also around this time, also General Grievous is not the same Grievous. Dan said, he's more like a hunter. He's hunting. Yeah.
So the specific reason I asked that question is because he gave me this character gives me a lot of Predator vibes.
Right.
And Predator technically is a bounty hunter too. He's a predator. And so he's giving me those vibes. And when I see his face and I see those tentacles, it give me a lot of those vibes.
Yeah, it very well could be that he was, inspired by the Predator. I mean, I don't know for sure, but I mean that look there, from the more modern look, which is kind of what I based this off of. I didn't go straight up out of the cartoon, for that. Although I did do the that version of the helmet from, the first cartoon. But I mean, he could be. I mean, he could be. I don't know. But I totally understand. That when you see that, you look at that and you're like, wow, the Predator. The mask and all that. So,
and then I have a tendency to agree with you on how you're speaking about the animated series and how Disney has messed it up. Just like it's just like how Fatal, like you had talked about, like you say the movies for DC and animated are way better than a lot of the movies that they've come out with.
Yeah, they should
Facts.
definitely put that in the hands of the animators.
Dude, if DC
I said
animated,
the same thing, Dan.
it's
Mhm.
ridiculous. And Star Wars got a lot of heat out there. You know, it's
They sure
almost
do.
too much to keep up with, man. You got to have a vacation. You know, and it's almost too
Just to
much,
catch
man.
up with one series, right?
I
Yeah,
just it's like they're trying to fix it, and it was never broken.
Right. Right.
I mean,
Exactly.
I don't know. It's almost like if someone bought Disney and they just, all right, we're getting rid of Mickey Mouse and all the, you know what I'm saying? It's like, or we're going to change it all up and change this and change whatever characters you had. Where, all right, well, they're not canon anymore. Those are all, expanded universe, or what do they call it? Legacy or Legends or something like that, whatever it is.
Right.
Well, rumor is that they wanted to sell Star Wars back to Lucas.
Oh, God,
But
don't do that.
that's a rumor.
Well, let's hope that rumor comes true.
Yeah, for real.
yeah.
Honestly.
Lucas know what he's doing.
Yeah, I know they gave Lucas a bunch of crap for the prequels, but it's like they don't look so bad now, do they?
Yeah.
Actually,
Exactly.
the prequels are getting in more. They got their respect once they did like the animated series.
I mean, look, they had their flaws. There's no doubt about it.
But I don't look at the prequels no more like how I used to.
Yeah,
I used to hate the prequels. Now I accept them.
Yeah, you have a better appreciation for them, like you said.
Yeah,
definitely. No, I'm right there with you for sure. Not that I did not like them. I did like them. I thought the Phantom Menace, out of those three, they all felt the most Star Wars to me, as far as the scenes and with Darth Maul and just how that whole flowed together.
I was Phantom Menace and Revenge of the Sith. I wasn't too crazy for Attack of the Clones.
I'm with you there. Yeah, Attack of the Clones was that was
it was trash.
Yeah, I'll admit there was. I mean, there was some cool parts in it.
There was some cool parts because you had Mace Windu actually be introduced in there, but
Yep, they had some cool parts to it. But yeah, the whole love story thing was a bit much.
Yeah,
not necessary, I think. Maybe they just went a little too far with it.
We're gonna get into this one, and
right.
this is for me.
Oh my goodness!
This would be my first Spawn Polystone or statue. I mean, of course, I got the life size bust, and Spawn is in my top 5 all time for my favorite characters. Actually, Spawn #1, I think it was 92. Was the first comic book that I ever bought, and it was a record store that used to sell all our cassette tapes and stuff, and they used to sell comic books, and we would visit my friend in Lincoln Park area and walk over there, and I remember that was the first comic book I think I was 12, about 12 or 13, the first comic book that I physically bought, and loved the character, and it's just not a lot of good stuff out there as far as pieces go, in my opinion. And just action figures, you know how Todd go. How you get.
Not to cut you off, but so for me, like, I wasn't an avid comic book reader of Spawn. What drew me to Spawn were the action figures.
Exactly.
I had every series of Spawn from series 1 to series, I was at 34 or 35 or whatever it was. I had the movie Maniacs. I mean, what Todd McFarlane did
he changed the game.
He did. He changed not just for the toys, but he changed the game for high-end collectibles. The details.
True. It's true.
I definitely agree.
And the thing about it, and the thing for a 1/12 scale figure at that time, with the amount of detailing that he did on it to make them look exactly like characters, it was amazing.
But Redeemer, I would go to the comic book store, and you would spend $20 on a 12-inch Spawn figure, and it was like affordable for a vinyl
Yeah.
figure. Even though it's vinyl, the detail that he had in the figure is like you're getting your money's worth. So I
Yeah,
understand what you're saying. So
Oh,
I felt
yeah.
like it was Todd McFarlane's action figures that got me into collecting the statues
Yeah.
of today
True.
because
Same here. Yep.
like you
Yep.
said, he changed the game. He created to me the high end
He
collection.
did. There's no. If anyone
No
says
doubt.
that's not true, I mean, there's other companies that got it going and inspired what happened. But as far as like high end, high fidelity details and realism,
Yeah,
his action figures from the '90s that really drove it all,
his
and
movie.
everyone started to up their game on the
Yeah.
quality and the detailing and all that.
His movie Maniacs was crazy.
Yeah.
The Thing, Freddy Krueger,
Yeah.
Texas
Yep, all
Chainsaw
those. Had 'em
Massacre.
all. Yep.
Yeah, he did.
I
Yeah.
have one of the movie Maniacs right here, but I got I guess it's the 12-inch one of the
Yep.
Crow.
Yeah.
In
nice.
my
Yeah.
opinion, to me, NECA seemed like they kind of modeled themselves after how he did his stuff.
Yep. Yeah.
Yes,
Absolutely.
yes, definitely. Yeah,
Yeah. When
that's
he came out
facts.
with his, a lot of those companies were like, "Well, shit, look at that." It's like we got to do that same thing. So,
Right.
and that's, I mean, he did. I mean, but that's, I'm a fan of Spawn because of the action figures. It's not the comic.
Oh, okay.
It's
Okay.
I got a lot of this stuff. I remember remember that box set that had Simmons and Spawn in it, and they were facing each other.
Yep.
And you have them with that bandana on.
I have that one right downstairs, Fatal, in the tub, brand new in the box.
Yeah. So,
Nice.
and my first like collectible like statue was a McFarlane piece. It was the Allen Iverson. That's why I started collecting.
Oh my god, yeah.
So, I
Yeah.
was at,
Sports.
I
Pick.
was at GameStop, and
Don't get
I
me
guess
going.
at that time those McFarlane basketball figures, they wasn't really selling that well, so it was
Mhm.
like 75% off, and I'm like, this is pretty cool, and I didn't know much about it, so I said I'm gonna buy it, and then I ended up buying like Tim Duncan and other players, and then I started collecting all of the Chicago Bears players, and that's all I had in my collection was those static small little statues, Walter Payton, man, Jerry Rice, Steve Young, Joe Montana, and that was all McFarlane stuff.
Yeah.
I remember when you started collecting those things too.
That's when I started collecting. That's literally when I started really collecting. Was McFarlane static posed small statues, and I always was hoping that he would go bigger.
Fatal, I'll be right back.
The most recent thing that I bought was you remember when he did that Kickstarter?
A few years ago.
Yeah, a few years ago, and it was the set is so good, and the boxing on it is ridiculous, and then he autographed like these nameplates. So I got that whole set off Kickstarter.
Nice.
And it's weird that you see somebody like Todd McFarlane doing this Kickstarter, but it definitely it got supported fully and funded. So I don't know if that's the smart way to do it. I guess independently he makes all the money in that situation.
But Fatal, did you see?
He makes all the money regardless.
He did Maniacs Spawn bus, miniature bus. That's what some people, and it's affordable to this day. You can get it. It doesn't cost a lot of money, but it's detailed from the movie.
Yeah,
and it's the Spawn, So
yeah, Spawn is definitely like and Batman is my favorite. Spawn is my favorite independent character. But then they brought them together, and it was just like, oh my god, are you kidding me?
And then I see. Don't mean to cut you off, Fatal. I see the Spawn is going to be coming, but it would be kind of amazing down the line that you do a Batman that goes with this.
Oh yeah,
I already did Batman.
I know, but to go with this, if you have like a sculpted cape, just to go with this piece, I'm just saying.
I know.
I'm just putting it out there.
So this bad fella right here, and it ain't nothing short of a bad fella. What inspired this design?
Okay, so this design is heavily based off of the first time he gets the black and white suit. He transitions from the black and red because what's his name? The anti-Spawn aka the Redeemer, but he was known as the Anti-Spawn then. Basically kicked his ass so bad that he kind of had to, go hibernate for a little bit, and then when he did, his suit changed, his cape changed. It was all torn up, full of holes. His chains, were more alive. His cape was more alive. So the armor and the chain and the spikes and the cape, that's really heavily influenced of that. I wanted to do a hyper realistic conceptual design that represented what I felt he should look like, from a what is he, a soldier of hell, basically.
A hellish
So-
view.
Hmm?
A hellish view.
Yes. So that's kind of why I, the suit has a lot of necrotic details. He looks a bit emaciated, in the midsection. I wanted to do it in a manner where, he looked a bit emaciated, like what a corpse would look like, but yet still have the musculature of a superhero, I guess, from the comics. Try to find a happy balance with that. So did that, and then of course, the chains needed to look alive, so I had to strategically plan out how, where I placed all those. I did. This was actually a collaborative effort between me and like 3 other artists. So one artist did the main details, and then I had another one who did the final pass on the the top details and texturing. And then I did some modifications to some of the to one portrait, and then another artist did one portrait and did some more modifications to the cape. But
Yeah, this is real
that's
good.
pretty much how it all went down.
So we got 2 sizes on this one, 1/4 and 1/3.
Yeah. If you want to support either one, you can. If
And
you want to support them both, you can.
yeah, this is real good, man. The head sculpts, how many we looking at?
You've got 4 with that, and you've got 3 swap out sets of arms. So you're getting quite a bit with this one.
Man, this is crazy. Oh man, look at them weapons.
See, this is how I would like to display it, just like this.
Without the mask.
Yeah, I like that. Just crazy
Evil grin.
spawn.
The
Yeah,
hamburger head.
So is this a light up feature?
There isn't going to be any light up feature on this one, and the reason why is, most people aren't going to have the lights on all the time, and I really wanted this piece with the lights, with the light where it light up. Like I want the eyes to shine through and be bright, on all of them. The flames and the eye smoke. So those will be painted, in the bright fluorescent colors, which, that's basically what it's going to look like right there, and you don't have to turn it on. You ain't going to worry about light up. You ain't going to worry about the lights not working or anything like that. So it's basically just open it up and display it. I'll probably, I am going to look into glow in the dark for the fluorescence.
Oh,
So when you shut the lights off, the eyes and everything will glow.
Oh, that would be really
got some
nice.
pieces like that. That Gaming Heads Kratos bust, the black and red one, the red kind of glows.
Nice.
Yeah, and this is real good, man. I mean, it from these renders, it really is popping. That.
Oh, he has the necro power on. Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
This is the head sculpt I would probably go with. I like this.
Yeah, that's the one I would go with.
I love that.
Yeah, and that will be, that'll be clear green resin with, or I shouldn't say green, more of a lime color. But yeah.
I love the cape, man. All tethered, and man, that's great.
Yeah, that was one of the main driving forces of this piece. Like, the cape had to represent what we've always known and what it looked like in the comics, especially from when he first transitions into this version of the suit. Like I said, it needed to look alive, but it also needed to be done in a manner where it was done on a more realistic level, in basically all one piece, and looked like a cape, rather than a bunch of different pieces going all over the place. And the collar was really really important to get that right. But that was a lot of design went into the cape. Let's put it that way. That was like one of the things that took the most time to get done, to get right. So
nice. Oh wait, man. See, and me, I like a little variety. I think it's the spice of life.
That's it right there.
This is real dope, but I think I would want to have one arm with the gun and then one with the flame in the hand with this portrait.
Yeah, you can do
But
that.
I'm 1,000% supporting this one.
Yeah, that
it's
makes
the-
two of us.
Yeah. So it is and that's the one thing about 2 scales. You gotta make a decision. So the size on this one is about what? The quarter is what, about 27 inches high?
Yeah, overall height from the top of the collars to the base, to the bottom of the base, and the 1/3, I think, is 38, something like that.
And
I
this
don't know, I
cape
can't remember.
comes out about 31 on the quarter.
Wow.
Yeah, and it's like 40 something for the 1/3. I mean, it's big. More than likely, this is probably going to ship in 2 boxes, just because the cape has to be shipped in 1 box. It's just it can't be shipping with everything else. I don't want to take a chance on things getting broken, but
That's how it happened for this bust behind me. It came in 3 boxes. The
Oh,
collar
wow.
was in the box, the cape was in the box, and the body was in the box.
Okay, yeah.
So it makes sense because I mean, with a cape this large and dynamic, you got to really protect it. So
Yeah,
I think that's smart. I mean, I know shipping is getting crazy, but still,
it is.
you want to protect the piece, and this is going to be something that this is a type of piece, in my opinion, that if you had if you were just like a Spawn fan and you had no collectibles and all you were collecting is comic books and you had the toys, this right here would be a great centerpiece for a Spawn fan, and you don't have to buy anything else ever.
Hey, yo, Dan, is the cape going to be? I don't know if you've seen Berserk, how they did their cape. It's going to be like a thick PVC, so the breakage will be less.
Yeah, we'll be using high-end materials to prevent breakage.
Right.
Sure.
Yeah, because I hate when people use like porcelain cape. I feel will break, but if it's
no, this won't be polystone or anything like that. That's
because I remember my Berserk statue on Guts. The cape was like a thick PVC, so it was it's not flexible, but you could still flex it. It was definitely not. It was definitely not breakable. It was definitely safe in
That's what we'll do. A lot of the other pieces that I've done, we've done the same thing.
Right.
Using the better the proper materials for the application, so things don't get broken during shipping. Not that it doesn't happen. I mean, it does. But
So I know the chains are sculpted, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Are these maggots coming out of this?
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Are they magnets? Or are you saying
really
they
good.
come off?
So that's Al Simmons in that grave right there. That body. That's Al Simmons.
No, it's what I mean. It could be if you wanted it to, but I mean, it's just a corpse.
Oh, okay.
I never thought of looking at it as that Al Simmons. I mean, you could look at it as being Al Simmons if you want it to be.
Yeah.
No, I would want you to tell me it's Al Simmons.
Sure. Yeah, it's Al Simmons.
Yes.
No, because that would be
Right,
kind
it
of.
is.
No, that would be kind of. It would be kind of.
It's Al Simmons.
That would be kind of deep that he's standing on. That's his resurrection as the character, and that's his dead body.
Dude, that's a really cool way of looking at that. I didn't even really think of it that way.
Yeah,
So
just
what
like
you
in the
gonna-
comic. Yeah.
Yeah, what you could do, you could get like small dog tags and put Al Simmons, I mean, you know, just pay me a little fee for helping you out.
You see that? He done jumped on the design team, man.
Well,
President,
Nah, but
you
that-
can go
Nah,
get
kid.
paid on
President
Etsy.
Rashid.
if you
President
could get, like,
Rashid.
no, but that would be hot if there was some dog, something that said Al Simmons on that corpse. You know, that would be hot. I don't know.
Man, I
Look,
love the weapons.
that's a great idea, but I'm just going to be honest with you. It's probably not something I'm going to do, just
I got you.
because it's basically done, and
Right.
I've already moved on to the next one. But look, that's something you can probably have custom made.
Right.
Someone, there's all kinds of makers out there for that sort of thing.
Yeah. I love this pose right here. This is how I would display him right here, like this with the guns.
Yeah.
Now, Dan, would you happen to be interested in making like the one that does battle against him, Redeemer?
Later. Or he talked about Redeemer when you was
Oh,
going.
he
to
did?
the
Okay.
Yeah, AKA anti-spawn.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, it's funny you say that. So this project actually has been, years in the making,
Man, yes.
and I actually had an earlier version of this that
Really?
kind of had the Redeemer incorporated in with it, but I'll probably come back to that version later on. So, but yeah, I mean, like I tell the group that comes together to make these happen. I mean, we can make them happen if we all come together.
Wow. Okay. Okay.
So it's, and I understand a lot of, the price or, the design. I'm not going to buy something if I don't like it. And I totally understand that. In a perfect world, and I always tell people this, in a perfect world, if we could just come together and,
They
just
were right there, is Fatal. That portrait right there is hot.
trust in
Right?
me to bring you
hot.
guys something that you're gonna love to have in your collection, then we can definitely make it happen.
I'm gonna have this in my collection. And
Now,
like-
are you able to not able? Are you always open-minded to hearing like fans of your work, like hearing criticism where it could be like critique before the final product is out there, and you can happen and like change it? Would you take an insight from like your consumers?
Well, that's one thing that I don't really do.
Okay.
It's not that I wouldn't. I tried that, and
Okay.
it doesn't really pan out and work out because if someone puts in an idea and it doesn't get. It's so much that goes into trying to make that happen. I know there's some producers out there that will show works in progress and basically have the whole group art direct their piece for them.
Okay.
I don't tend to do that because I have a very specific vision and how I want things to look. So it has nothing to do with that someone's ideas may not be good enough, but it's a difficult thing to try to make everybody happy to have their ideas into it. Like I said, I tried that, but the thing of it is too is like if you're gonna do that, then there's more involved with it, and I'm not gonna get into that right now and say.
I get what you're saying. Well, you're not going to please all the people all the time. Some of the people, some of the time, but not all the people all the time.
Yeah, absolutely, and I understand that. I mean, there's one. I was on a show last week, and one of the hosts, he's in the group, and he was asking, he's like, hey, I don't like how his stomach's pushed too far in, and I think the cape should be lighter. But I explained to him that his stomach's pushed in for a reason. It's to represent him as a corpse underneath the suit. The cape is dark for a reason. He's from hell. You know what I mean? It should be all dark and sooty and dirty and gritty.
Right.
So that's why I chose those details and colors, and for a reason, and then that was why. So, but I understand if you didn't like it. I mean, that's fine. Like you said, not everybody's gonna like it. So
yeah, this is. I think the vision is off the chain, man.
Yeah.
This right here,
I agree.
this is, man. I don't know, Fado. I think you're going. I mean, well, did you already tag me and send it out to me?
No, I add you, but the thing is,
This got me
I
tempted.
think I'm going quarter on it.
Yeah.
I will go quarter also.
But it's hard for me because with the banner at first, Dan, if you remember, I went third, and then I thought about it because it's a dual set.
Yeah.
I was like, you know what? I think I want to go quarter because of where I want to put it because it's a dual set. If it was Hulk by himself, I think I would have went third.
Yeah.
But
this is really nice.
I know third on this got to look bananas though.
Yeah, I think it
Well,
would.
of course, because if it's bigger, you're going to get more detail. That's his bottom line. That's what happens.
I mean, it'll have the same amount of detail. It's just going to be more visible being bigger because it's bigger and you can see it a lot better.
Correct.
Rather than getting more up close, But yeah, it will definitely have a presence at 1/3 scale for sure. Especially,
I'm gonna have to hold off on some Hot Toys just to get this.
definitely with it being, he's based off his comic book height of 7 feet, so.
Nice.
He's not a, and that's another thing too. Like, I wanted to create a Spawn that was true to the comic. I didn't want to do a 6 foot tall, bodybuilder type Spawn,
No, you got it. And this will be accurate. I mean, to me, I'm totally. Look at the detail on this. It's crazy.
I didn't. It's funny. I grabbed these pictures and I didn't even look at this one. This is bananas, man.
Why you think I said I liked this portrait? I said this portrait with the guns. That's why I liked it, But the reason why I like it is because his Spawn looks like the action figure.
This make me think about like, money is something that you got to really protect. But you like, man, like I could be like, you know what? I can get the 3rd scale, and then I can put that somewhere else. Like put this by the buck, 3rd scale unmasked. I can take a quarter scale and put them by a Batman statue with the mask.
Yeah.
Fatal. If you a baller like that, okay, more power to you.
Well,
Irresponsible.
I have a customer who does that. He'll get both scales. For that reason, he'll display one with the other statues, and then he'll have the 1/3 as like a main showpiece in a somewhere else.
Yeah.
That's tough.
Look at this, man. And you did a great job with these renders, with the pictures too.
Another artist actually does the renders for me. I mean, I colored it. Well, I don't say I didn't color it. I had one artist color it, but I had another artist do. Typically, I do the coloring, but I had another artist do the coloring for this one.
The sculptor is bananas. The sculpt really.
Yeah, sculptors. There was 3 of them.
Yeah, you can't really beat this. I mean, I can't really poke holes in this other than the cape.
Me personally, the cape is fine with me. I think it looks dope.
Nah, this is good. This is great. Oh wow.
Yeah, I saw that one. When you didn't look at it too close, but yeah, I saw that one. I was like, man, that's crazy.
This is sinister.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So even the quarter scale is going to come with all different head sculpts, Dan?
Yep.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Everything you see comes for both. I used to do it where I'd break it up, but I'm not doing that. They're all the same.
And you know what
That's
I like
awesome.
about this
That's
versus
awesome.
other pieces that I've seen. I'm not, somebody posted a comment when I posted this bust, and they was like, I don't like it. It's too smooth. I mean, that was their rendition of it. I like variety, but I do like the fact that these sculpts have movement because Spawn, his skin is like it moves.
Yeah, but it's just like the cape and the chains. Like that's one reason why we went with the cape. The cape design how it is. I wanted it to look alive. I wanted it to look like it was moving. Either blowing in the wind or had a mind of its own. But especially the chains. Like the chains, I really wanted to try to, without being too crazy. And I know there's just there's a confined space I had to keep them in. So I designed those, and they all have it has 3 points of contact on those chains to help give them support, so they won't bend over time, so they'll stay up.
It looks I love it. I think it looks really good.
Thank you.
You knocked this one way out of the park.
Yes, he did.
Yeah,
This one is bar none. This one right here, that's fire right there.
Yeah, and when you first posted, everybody was talking about this, man. Like, what? Did you see this? Actually, Rashid, you was the first person to tell me.
Yeah.
Man. And it caught fire. I think this piece is coming to a lot of people's collections. Wow. Yeah, translucent resin.
Yeah.
Yeah, buddy. Oh yeah, look at that. Look at the detail in there. Look at the movement. So, absolutely, man. So is Spawn one of your favorite characters, Dan?
Yeah, I love the HBO show. That was awesome.
Oh, I got the DVD for that.
Yeah, I got the DVDs. Yeah, he is one of my favorite characters for sure. I mean, the whole what Todd had come up with was, I mean, I'm sure you guys know he helped create Venom. So when he left Marvel, like it's almost like, I mean, I kind of he kind of explained it like he was, what he created for Venom when he helped create that was kind of like, his ideas that he had for Spawn. So, but what he did in transition Spawn and the hell and the whole grittiness of, it's basically an R-rated comic. So, yeah, no, I love it. He's definitely one of my favorite comic book characters for sure. Even though I feel bad saying I never read one of the comics.
Yeah.
So, I'm not a comic book.
Hey, at least look, Dan, at least honesty is the best policy. I have to say, and not on like it's like I rather that somebody be honest and be like, no, I haven't read it, or I read partially of it, as opposed to saying you read it all when you really haven't. Because people, there's a thing. There's a lot of connoisseurs that are in the comics like that, and they're gonna know, and then they'll call you out on that, and they'll be like, hey,
Well, that's why I do my research, before I do start a project. Like I read up on them, and I'm not saying that I won't read a comic, but I do buzz through them, and then I try to pick out certain details and things of that nature to give me ideas of how I want to go about doing it. So,
how many
Dan,
people?
You like the DVD more than the comic? I know you didn't read the comic book, but I kind of like the DVD more than the comic book itself too.
Yeah, that DVD, those movies from HBO were awesome.
Yeah.
Well, and the artwork on the DVD in all the DVDs, the animation on there was really, it was top notch. I have to give them credit with that.
Yeah, really dark and gritty looking. I mean, it was.
Yes.
I was kind of sad when it ended.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, I think everybody was.
Yeah, but.
So I'm gonna
last forever.
Swap out some things.
True.
So I wanted to just put this up there. This is one of my pride.
Yeah.
Pride.
Yes.
Number 300.
Yes.
By Todd McFarlane.
Oh, is that number 300?
This is number 300.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah, my uncle and I, we, how much did I put? About 270, maybe.
Yeah, you got it for a little bit less. You got it for $20 less.
Yeah. So, So I'm gonna get to this unboxing.
All right.
Hope you guys can see this well, but I'll make adjustments to the camera if need be.
But unboxing.
This is the the Hulk and Banner.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
The Hulk and Banner.
Lou Ferrigno, right? Oh, the
Yeah,
band.
Lou Ferrigno. I met him. I got a picture with that guy, and I got an autograph from him. So this is the quarter scale. I love how Dan had this packaged. So I'm gonna pull up something real quick. Pull up these photos one more time and show you what the box look like.
Hey man, can I ask you a question real quick?
Me? Sorry.
Yeah, Dan.
Yeah.
How many pieces is the Spawn going to be limited to?
Really isn't a number just as of yet, but it isn't going to be very many. Probably depends how many want to support it.
Well,
So is that Spawn is a pre-order then? Like
Yes.
you would say?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean that
Okay.
was just a digital render that you were looking at.
Wow, that's a
That's why
really
I'm
good
saying-
digital render.
I'm saying the people come together to support the project to be able to make it and have it in our collection. So
Okay.
so is that like?
I'm not mass producing these by any means.
So are you asking for like crowdfunding? Is that what you're doing then?
Yeah, it's pretty much that. Yep.
Okay,
Yeah.
I got it.
Yeah.
So
That's a good way of putting it.
this was one box. It came in 2 boxes, and it was a box inside of a box to keep it. And then he sent it in this lovely, thick luxury foam. That's what I call this. So I don't like. I usually do all of this, take it out the box, but this wasn't that bad. This came out pretty easily, so it wasn't a struggle. Sometimes it's a struggle. So yeah.
Sometimes you gotta flip those flaps open and lay it down, and then just pull the box off.
Yeah. So we got these nice straps, and I think everybody should go with the straps because cutting tape is just not good.
It's less expensive with tape. That's why.
And
Right,
that sound,
true.
I love this. I love that sound.
It is a nice sound.
So Jomo, what do you think about everything that you've seen thus far? Are you deciding on purchasing any of them?
Man, I'm counting my chips right now.
Jomo got that old school money, man. The small face hundreds.
Look,
Oh, okay. He got them rolled up like that. Okay.
look, just like the people
Right.
used to sing with his grandfather, big head hundreds. I'm trying to find them now.
Well, I know you, Jomo. I know that especially you're probably gonna pull up with that. I'm
Oh, man.
thinking you're gonna probably looking into that Spawn and that Star Wars piece, the Star Killer.
The Star Killer is excellent. I'm astounded. The
Is that a
workmanship.
Bill Bixby? Is that a Bill Bixby head you just pulled out there, boy?
No.
He did. That is.
Looks like Bill Bixby to me.
Wow. Okay, we're really going into the show.
Hey, I really like how you packaged it. This is really good, man. It's got some nice weight on it too.
Thank you.
So with the Spawn, even though it's a rendering, you said the cape is going to be PVC,
that's
correct?
It's gonna. I don't know if it's gonna be PVC, but it will be in a material, a durable material that is not going to be easily, breakable. It's gonna be
Okay.
something- yeah. Probably polyurethane resin.
Ah, okay.
A little, it's durable and they'll have a little bit of flexibility to it. So, plus with it being shipped by itself, we won't. Nothing can really be able to break it. Any other parts inside, with the statue inside and the base inside, the weight of that pushing up against it or anything will be on its own.
Okay.
Just like this will be will be in 2 boxes.
Nice. Well, that's fun. Man,
Yeah.
you got me. You that really got me.
I'm not the only one counting chips right now, am I?
No, you're definitely not. I'm like, oh, I gotta go to a website. I'm gonna cancel some pre-orders. It's really nice. It's got me hooked.
Cool. Come on board. Come on aboard.
The gum line on this is really good.
Is this Hawk sold out?
Yeah, this is over with. Yep.
You said the gum line is detailed real good, Fatal?
Absolutely. So that's the first layer, and then so it had the legs, and so basically you got the head sculpt and torso, the torso banner, and then you have the
Mhm.
legs and torso, pretty much the full statue of the Hulk in the top layer.
Okay.
That torso just took me back to that TV show. That's all I'm thinking about. I'm playing it. We playing the theme song.
Oh, the slow walk.
Who here
the
grew up
piano
watching that in the
playing.
70s? Who here
He's always
grew up watching that in the 70s?
Well,
Yeah,
I
I'm a
was
kid.
born in '75. I was like in the baby boomer age. So
Right. So you
Hey,
probably
I was born in '64, so I
okay.
saw
So
it when
then
it
you
was
know it very
produced.
well.
I was born
Yeah,
in
I saw it.
'75 too. I'm
Okay.
very.
Yep.
I know
Yeah.
that shit.
Okay, you guys are my younger brother's age. Yeah,
Okay.
we love that show so much. I mean, I tell you that I still love it today. I mean, it's my
The-
I
favorite.
think it came on
reenactment-
Friday night at 8 o'clock.
Again,
The
Yeah.
I have
reenactment
to
of that
compliment.
intro was the only thing worth watching on She-Hulk.
Absolutely. And then Wonder Woman came on after.
What was that, Fatal, that you said?
I have to compliment the packaging. This is so good. It's so professionally done, dude.
Okay. Okay.
This luxury phone. That's why I call this luxury phone. So that's one of the bases.
Nice.
So is this the band? Which one is this?
That's for Hulk.
That's for Hulk. Okay.
Yep. Yeah, you can see
Now-
which one's for Banner.
Dan, would you? This is just one. I'm spitballing here, but would you have ever considered making the what was it? It was one of the episodes, but it was another guy that played the Hulk. But it was
I
like
know who you're talking about. Yeah,
it was like terrible, but it was cool at the
he
same
was
time.
really scary as a young kid.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, it all look. If we all come together, we can make anything happen. So,
Okay.
matter of coming
Okay.
together and making it happen.
And you know what's really cool about having you here doing this live unboxing? This is the first time in the history of this channel that we've actually had someone who made a statue, and I'll do the live unboxing. So you can tell me if I'm going wrong when I'm putting it together.
Okay.
Oh yeah, definitely.
That's an authentic.
When he cracked his knuckles when he was trying to change that tire, he started raging out.
Oh yeah, that Bill Bixby face with the green eyes coming out. Oh my god.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you remember that?
Yes,
But
sir.
really, I cannot compliment the packaging anymore. Oh, look at these.
Oh,
bells.
look at
the
this! Look at that!
Look at the Levi's.
The bell bottoms. Oh man, slim fit bell bottoms.
Give me
Or are
three
those
compliments.
Wranglers?
Just give me 3 compliments.
They could be Wranglers.
It could be Wranglers. He was on the run. He didn't have a lot of money.
The thing of it is, like a lot of the reference images that we use to create
Mhm.
this were actually right from the show. And I mean, there's no high definition or 4K imagery from that series. So even as hard as you tried to find it, I mean, you couldn't find anything. So a lot of the details, you know, I want to say it was second guess, but I mean, a lot of guessing work. But I mean, you kind of had it to interpret some of it of how it was.
I
You know,
love
like
that
the
headstone.
shoes. Of course, you know, Google is our friend. So
So I'm almost there, right, Dan? This
you
is
are.
the last.
Yep.
I love that headstone. Oh my
Yeah,
God.
I had to do this.
That is beautiful.
I
That
had
is
to do it.
beautiful.
I did it for Bill, really. I mean, I love that. His portrayal of Banner is still the best Banner.
Yeah, by
No
far.
one will ever top him as Dr. Banner, in my opinion.
Nice. I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, see that? I got number 24 out of 30
Nice.
quarter
I
scale.
always love the line. Don't make
This is one, dude. This is
wouldn't like him.
oh my god. This is just not painted on here. This is etched
Yeah,
in here.
that's right. All of them come that way.
That's really awesome.
No bottom stickers.
Oh my goodness.
Don't make me angry.
Exactly. You wouldn't like
I'm
me when I'm
angry.
Yeah. Yeah, and the way Bill drew you in every episode, I mean, it just the way he made you feel he so underrated, that guy's acting.
Oh, he was such a good actor because
Oh yeah.
he could do dramatic stuff and he could do like a goofball stuff. Do you remember My Favorite Martian?
Yes.
And he was kind of like a little playboy type, you know.
Courtship of Eddie's father.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That was a little bit before my
A lot of
time.
drama.
Yeah, exactly.
You learn that's where you go for your moral lesson for the day.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
Do the right thing.
Yeah, I love.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, that is absolutely from that
Nice strong
Mac
magnet.
forgot to take some tape off his shoulder there.
Where? Oh yeah, right here. I see
Yeah,
it.
that
Yeah.
wasn't in the intro.
Go slow.
Yeah.
So Kiara, what's your whole take on this right now?
I love it, man. Like I said, since I saw the head, that theme song, the beginning and the ending theme song has been playing in my head the whole time. The whole little piano thing.
Man, look. When I met Lou Ferrigno, right? He had like a handler with him, and it was at the at the time it was called the Wizard World. Now it's the Fan Expo, and he was standing there by himself. I was dressed as Killmonger, and so I walked up to him and I said, "Hey, I got a bust. How much, to sign it?" And I had about maybe $160 in my pocket, and that was pretty much all I was spending. So the guy was like, "Well, it's gonna be, if you want to do a photo op and do all this." His handler was like $250, and I was like, "Man, I ain't gonna be able to do it." So Lou was like, "Hey, come here." He said, "How much you got?" I said, $160. He said, "I'll take that." I said, "Okay." So
I'll take that.
I said, "Okay, I appreciate it." I said, "But I have to go and get the thing that I want you to autograph." So I had this big Sideshow Hulk bus with me in the car. I drove it in the front seat and had it in a seatbelt. My daughters were with me, so I had them hold my place in line. I said, "I'll be back." So I went all the way to my car. It was a nice little walk right to the parking lot. And I had an M&M blanket.
Let's be honest, you weren't walking.
You got your steps in for
I
that
was
day.
walking, and because I was dressed as Killmonger. It was funny. I'll try to find a picture before we get out of here. And so I come back, and I had it in a blanket over it. It was an M&M blanket that my kids use for like when they have movie night, one of them small blankets. And I pulled it out. He was like, "Oh my God, where did you get this thing?" This is beautiful. And he was really impressed. And he took pictures with it side by side and everything.
Sweet.
So I was able to edit the pictures. He let me take a video of him signing it. He was really, really cool.
Nice. That's good. You must have been in a good mood.
Yeah, because I heard that some people say, "Oh man, he's this or that." His other day,
that's what I heard too. But I mean, I don't know. I guess
I had a great experience, man.
It all depends on how. This is the thing you got to understand from point of views in a lot of point of views now, especially in what the stature that they're in, whether it's Michael Jordan or any star, period. Sometimes they just, if you meet them on the street, you want to say hi, this and that. but to be into their interpersonal life and all that, that's a whole different story. Sometimes people just want to be able to walk somewhere without being, approached.
Plus, being at those conventions all day, and
Right, correct.
he's not a spring chicken anymore. So,
Hmm.
I'm sure some of us older guys, we tend to be a bit grumpy now.
Right.
I
It happens. It happens. It happens.
I saw him in person once. I didn't really interact with him at the time. I was a security guard. I used to work at the Tonight Show when Johnny Carson was on it.
Oh, wow,
And
cool.
to get backstage, you had to get past me.
Oh,
And so he's coming backstage, and I'm 6'3", and I'm looking up at him like,
yeah, he's a big dude.
and he gave me a little head nod. I didn't want to do fanboy out. Hey, I'm your biggest fan. And I said, he don't want to hear all that. Yeah, because I'm the one that's supposed to be protecting him from that. So he gave me a head nod and like,
cool.
I said, "What's up, Louis?" Sure.
So
Okay,
this,
no, don't do that. Doesn't go on there, buddy. So the tire goes over in front of his left foot.
You better mess it up already.
Oh God, I thought you were gonna try to force that into
Scratch and paint.
Okay, and now that one there, that fits right next to the tire in front of the platform for the tire jack.
right
There you go. Should fit.
That's
right
a
in
good
there.
touch of tire jack and the. Yeah, I like
That is really, really, man. This is awesome.
my knuckles are hurting just looking at these items because he made you feel it when he was changing the tire and he kept.
Oh,
breaking.
dude, he was so awesome. Yeah, you get the tire iron. Don't forget the tire iron.
Oh, that's the most important part.
That's right.
Right.
That's why it's all nice and bent.
It's all on there. Okay. I'm gonna adjust this camera, okay?
Right on.
All right. So Dan, how long does basically this 2-part scope? How long would you say it would take to actually make to get to start production?
So it varies. Likenesses are very tough. They're a very difficult thing to do.
Okay.
I actually went through 3 artists on this one.
Oh wow.
Yeah, the initial the names of the artists are on the bottom of the base.
Okay.
Paul, I'm gonna butcher his name. Paul Kowalski, or I can't remember his last name. I always butcher it when I try to say it. He did the main initial sculpt, like everything you see here. He did all of it. But then, like I said, we usually when I get the files, I'll go in and I kind of prepare the files for production. So like the piece be engineered and then cut and keyed to break down for printing and all that. But I go in and make sure there's no major undercuts and passageways and things of that nature. Make any adjustments that need to be made. I'll do it. But the likenesses, I wasn't quite happy with how they looked, so I hired another artist to take them, to improve on them, and I still wasn't happy with that, and so I got another artist to finish them off. So that's why there's 3 names on the bottom of the bases. And typically, the bigger name is the bigger one of Paul. His is the biggest because he did the majority of the work.
Okay.
But yeah, something like this. This took. Boy, I'm trying to think how long it took. It was many months. I want to say maybe a year.
Wow.
To get it.
Okay.
Yeah, to get it where it needed to be.
Man, it looks amazing.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm real happy with how this turned out. I'm actually.
And the shirt is mixed media?
No, it's sculpted.
Wow.
Yeah, everything's fully sculpted.
It looks like mixed media, honestly.
I'll use mixed media if and when it's applicable.
Mm-hmm.
It all depends on if it will work and if it will look realistic. If not, then I'll just go straight on with fully sculpted to make make it look real.
That looks, for it being sculpted, it looks like mixed media. It wow, it looks really good.
Yeah, the artists, they all, you did a great job. He always does a good job with the clothing, and but yeah, I'm real happy with how it turned out. I'm actually seeing it like this right now. I mean, it's really cool. I haven't opened mine yet. So
Oh, really?
yeah, I haven't opened mine yet. But seeing it like this is like, it's funny too, because when you work on something for so many months and for so long, you tend to be like, well, geez, is that good enough? Is that, is the likeness really where it needs to be? And that's why you kind of like when you're done with a project, or when you feel that it's done, you kind of you go away from it. You know what I mean? Go away from it for a little while, and then come back to it and look at it and see what it looks like. And then if all's good to go, then we're off to the races.
Y'all, you guys seeing this good?
Yeah.
Yes. It looks really good, Fatal. Are you? How do you feel, Fatal? How do you like it?
Man, dude, I'm glad I went with the quarter scale because this thing is huge.
Yeah.
Pause.
The mid-quarter scale is the best.
Yeah, he's actually based off of the size he was in the show. Like when McGee, he's depicted as, the Hulk is depicted as being 7 feet tall. So that's why the Hulk is so big. Some guy, there was some people asking me about it when I was showing it, and they're like, well, "Why is Hulk so big? Lou's not that big." Well, no, he's not, but the Hulk is in the show. So,
right.
I mean, if he was only 6'5", I mean, he'd be much shorter. Probably another inch shorter or something. So it wouldn't have looked right. So that's why I chose the 7 foot. To make Hulk really big. Banner is what his height would be if he was, 1/4. I think he was like 5'10" or something like that. So.
Well, it looks really good. I have to.
I'm really impressed with the clothing. Like,
yeah, the folds in the jeans.
Yeah, I'm really impressed with the clothing.
Thank you.
The wrinkles on the jacket.
Yep.
Was he wearing Pumas?
They're not. No, they're. I can't remember what they're called. If you Google David Banner. David Bruce Banner or Bill Bixby sneakers, they'll pop up and you'll see I forget what they're called, but they're not.
I tell you what, I wanted that backpack, that satchel he has.
Yeah,
I always wanted a satchel like that when I saw that on the TV show.
Yeah,
we didn't have leather,
what kind of bag it is.
Satchel. I still haven't been able to find it. I go on the internet looking.
I know it changed as the series went on, like the later series shows, like he had a different bag, but that early on show, I did my damnedest to try to find that bag, doing Google search and trying to find a real bag to try to, to use as reference. And we basically had to go through and, get images from the movie and certain shots. And I have all the DVDs on, from the show, and this is the pilot episode, which is my favorite episode. Like that started it all. I loved how the Hulk looked in that. He looked more mean, and the makeup and everything was a little more gritty looking, and then but that bag was really hard to track down, and I could only find some bags that kind of resembled it, but I always end up going back to the show and using images from there. And I mean, basically kind of had to interpret it a little bit, but I think we got it pretty close to what it was, of what the actual bag was.
I'm glad I'm not the only one that did my Google research on that bag. I'm like, man, I got the internet in my hands. I got to find that bag or something close to it.
I wish I had $1 for all the hours I did research on it. Cool shirt, by the way. Fatal. They're only news people.
Yeah.
I'm actually looking at that photo of him right now, with that jacket, with that shirt, and that pose.
Yeah, from the end where he looks down at his grave.
And it was always so sad at the end where he had to keep moving at the end of every episode.
Right.
Couldn't sit
What a
still.
brilliant show.
He was always tracking him down.
Yep, it's such a brilliant show.
Just when he got comfortable somewhere.
Yep. The Lonely Man, that theme music. I mean that. So I mean, it's just it gets you right in the feels, you know.
It's enough to make you cry.
Wait a minute! Don't tell me we getting emotional here.
Yeah.
Oh, we let it out. We real men, Redeemer.
Yeah.
We don't hold back our emotions.
We wear our emotions right on our sleeves.
Yes.
There you
So
go.
it's okay.
Oh,
You don't need to be all tough to be out. Oh, I'm a man. No, let your feelings out.
Yeah, and the thing of it is,
Good
too,
cry.
right? The reason why I did Bill is because, you know, as we all know, he passed away, you know, quite a
True.
few years ago, and no, I mean, to my knowledge, I don't know of any other collectibles with Bill. Maybe there is, I don't know.
I haven't
but
seen
nothing in statue form. So, I mean, that's why I wanted to do him, and like I said, what he brought to that show and how he portrayed Banner. I mean, no one tops him. I mean, no one does. I don't, you know.
That show was also the first live action Thor we had.
You're absolutely right. And
Oh,
Daredevil.
man.
Yeah, I remember that. Daredevil. Yeah.
It was
Yeah,
terrible.
that's right.
Yeah,
You're right.
It was terrible.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna see what the comments is talking about real quick, y'all.
I don't know who was more terrible though. That Captain America from back then.
Oh,
That was pretty bad.
yeah, that was pretty terrible.
Oh
You
my
see,
goodness.
I was a kid, so it didn't bother me. I was like, oh man, he got a motorcycle, he got a shield.
Yeah, we were kids. We thought it was incredible. Let's
Oh, I
Hey,
thought it was the
I
best
just
thing
said
since
that.
sliced bread. You
I-
kidding
That would be a
me?
nice,
It was incredible at all.
nice addition to this.
What's
He's
that?
saying that if you did a
Oh, a Thor.
Thor from this, yeah.
Different time frame, but yeah.
What's up, Norman?
Norm Rich, what's going on, buddy?
Keeses. Yeah, man. Hey, man, this bring back memory. This right here make me want to watch the show. There's a simplicity about it, but then it's also everything that you need, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's not overdone. It's got all the elements that will make you pay homage to the show, and it brings back a memory of a scene. I think that when you look at the scaling between the two, is pretty much on point, perfect. I love, like, I don't know if you can see it on camera, but I'm gonna try to let you see the back. The weathering of the and tearing of the jacket is real good. If you can see it up here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like how Banner has this like somber look on his face when he's looking down at this grave. It's really cool. The clothing is done well. The bag, I like the duffel bag a lot. I like that duffel bag.
You know what I will say is impressive. You didn't overbuild Ferrigno, the Hulk. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yep, I wanted to be close to it.
You didn't pack on a bunch of extra muscle to him.
No.
That's exactly how he looked on that show.
Absolutely. That's kind of what it's all about with the pieces that I do like this. You know, I want to do them as realistic and as close as possible that I can. You know, well, not me, but you know, I try to get my artists to get things as close as possible to look as realistic as possible. I mean, if you look at the Hulk skin, you'll notice that there's a little bit of his skin showing through in the creases and on his hands.
I noticed that on the hands.
Yeah.
I'm like, wait, is the paint fading on the hands? Like, oh my god.
No, that was deliberate.
Okay, all right.
You know, did when I showed the close-ups with the other camera, did you guys see the gums come
Yeah,
through real good? Yeah,
yeah.
that's a good part.
Yes.
Big Silver got a message for you, Dan. What's up, everyone? I can't wait for your 1/4 spawn, Dan. Rashid was the person that got me to decide between the two
Mhm.
and pre-order yours. Show him some love.
I love you.
See,
There you
put
go,
your
Rashid.
feelings out
Get
there.
your
Feels good.
acknowledgement, man.
You see that?
Feels good to put your feelings out there.
You see that?
Now,
You look at them
Rashid,
hearts.
tell him you love him back.
Hey, we got technology over here, y'all. We got technology.
Hey, there you go.
Show 'em
There
some
you go. All
love.
kinds of love.
Show 'em some love.
I'm
Yeah,
different. I just do this. I do this.
Yeah.
I'm not afraid to let you know that I love you.
Yeah.
We're
No,
all-
I've been,
we're all-
I told a couple of people about the spawn. I was telling everybody. I was like, you know,
Thanks, man. I appreciate that.
because it's
Yeah, I
like,
predict it'll be it'll move.
yeah, yeah.
But 30 of these in the entire universe. And I have one.
Not for
Every
long.
day.
Congrats.
Very grateful. So Dan, it's this time of the show where we do this thing called Challenge Day.
Okay.
So I'll be right back in just a second, everybody. I'm gonna remove this. And you get to play this game with us called Challenge Day. It's really fun. I add a little flavor to it this week. And let me find this photo.
Oh, you finished asking Dan questions, or can I ask him one more?
You can. You go ahead. Go ahead, my brother.
Dan, what about Pitt? There possibly a Pitt?
Oh, good question.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Pitt's on the horizon. I'll just say that.
There we go.
Let's go.
Yeah, he's. I've been
Oh,
wanting
my
to do him for a
goodness.
while, so
Yeah.
just I gotta plan it all out. I understand. I take time with mine. The things that I do, I have it planned out, and I work things out before I like to have things worked out before I even contact an artist to have it done.
Right.
So things are easier for them. Granted,
Mhm.
sometimes
Yeah.
things happen where things need to be fixed, but yeah, for sure, I definitely want to do a Pit. He's pretty
All
cool.
right. Is the gun line ready? Since we have a Hulk,
Okay.
this is our challenge. All right.
Uh-huh.
And without further ado,
How do you play this game?
it is challenge day. I, Fatal, leader of the KooLNerdz tribe, present to you two challengers. The man full of Kryptonian rage, Doomsday, versus the man full of rage from gamma rays, the Incredible Hulk. Today, they will fight to the death. You, the chat, will help us pick the winner. First, we will have a presentation of one of our competitors by DJ Hercules. It is challenge day, ladies and gentlemen.
All right, so here we go. So we got Doomsday, Kryptonian in nature, right? This man has died all types of ways, and he always comes back, and he can't be killed the same way he was killed the last time he got killed. This dude is almost indestructible, and his greatest accomplishment, he killed Superman. Killed Superman. All that's on his mind is destruction and terror. You cannot stop anything like that. That's all I got to say.
Okay. Who want to take the task of presenting the Incredible Hulk? Go ahead, Hercules. You know him as well.
All right, you got the Incredible Hulk. All right, gamma fueled rage. Right. So we're literally talking about we're talking about the Incredible Hulk. We ain't talking about World Breaker Hulk. None of that. Incredible Hulk. The angrier he gets, the stronger he gets. This man is full of rage. He's literally like Scott Steiner on super steroids for the most part. You know what I'm saying? He's when he gets into his rage, he tears up stuff so bad that the superhero is just like, all right, bro, you gotta go. You gotta go. You tripping. So we have the Kryptonian indestructible being versus the gamma-fueled rage of the Incredible Hulk. Who wins?
It should be noted that if the Hulk gets hurt, he gets angrier and he gets stronger.
Yeah.
Now, Hulk does have a healing factor, but it is a limited healing factor. Okay, he don't have a Wolverine type healing factor.
Hold on.
I thought his skin was. I thought his skin
I
was
gotta correct you on that one, Herb. Hulk actually does have a Wolverine healing factor.
Let's go.
We're talking about
Once
the
you
Incredible Hulk.
Yes, he does. Yes, he
A
does.
Wolverine level healing factor.
Yes, he does. Yes, he does.
I've also heard that his skin's impenetrable. But then again, sometimes it's not.
True. That's what I heard too.
When he was fighting the Hulk, as much as he was cutting the Hulk up, the Hulk was regenerating. So he does have a healing factor, just like Wolverine.
Correct, because Wolverine was the only one that was able to penetrate his skin, because usually his skin is impenetrable.
You can penetrate his
That
skin.
famous,
Wolverine did
but
do
that
it.
comic book, that famous comic book where you have the Wolverine's claws and it has the Hulk's image and he's about to fight the Hulk. You got to read that book. As fast as he's cut.
You talking about the first one?
No, Todd McFarlane.
Hulk 181.
No,
Hulk 181.
I thought you meant the first one.
When Todd McFarlane had drew Wolverine, and you can see the image of Hulk's and Wolverine's claws.
Oh, I know which one you're talking about.
As fast as he was cutting the Hulk was regenerating right after he get cut. So his healing factor is just like Wolverine.
It should be noted that raw strength, the Hulk has the edge.
And even though Maestro's a different story, that's why he lasted so long. I forgot the name of that story where he outlived everybody on the planet because his healing factor was kept him alive.
And and it was another comic.
That was the oh god. What story
is when he was Maestro, but he was
Maestro.
But he was just an old Hulk, but he couldn't die because his healing factor, it's just like when you see the animated cartoon right now, you go on Disney Plus, and Wolverine stabs Bruce Banner, he automatically turns into the Hulk. You know what I'm saying? Because the trauma turns him into the Hulk, and that heals him automatically off the rip.
And I don't remember what number comic was, but it was one comic where he was fighting.
And that's why
he had some type of energy.
Right, but that's why Ruffalo in Avengers, remember he said, I took a gun and I shot myself and I tried to kill him, but he came back. Right. He said that? That's because the Hulk regenerated and
he came back and he spit it out.
Exactly.
Don't mention Ruffalo to me. Don't.
I don't like it. No.
Yeah. Fuck Ruffalo.
I am a Ed Norton Incredible Hulk. That's my Hulk. I do not like Ruffalo. I'm just saying.
I agree with you, Rashid. I agree with you with that.
The story, even in the movie, he said he tried to kill himself and the Hulk regenerated himself back and spit out the bullet.
All right.
That is true.
That's all. I'm just throwing it.
I got you, brother. It's all good. It's all good.
So who would win? I don't think
Right now, the
anybody
chat thinks Doomsday is going to win.
Well,
Yeah.
can I say
55-45.
the reason why it's two different things. This is what when people will
50-50.
say who will win between Hulk and Superman. The difference is that Hulk is still a human, even though he has his human human factor. Superman's an alien, so he's a different being from a different planet. You understand what I'm saying?
Plus,
challenge. It's a
Rashid, plus
50-50.
another thing with Doomsday, those bones that are popping out, they can be broken, and when they break, it gives him pain. He gets hurt from
Who,
that.
Doomsday?
Yeah, Doomsday. Those
Yeah, but
that bone.
all right, but do you think they can harm the Hulk? I mean, yeah, Hulk can punch him, but
Nah, my money's on the Hulk. The Hulk's winning this.
yeah,
I
don't
got
know,
Doomsday. And the reason I got Doomsday
that's
is
a hard
because
one, man.
Doomsday was killed by Superman from a beating. Doomsday ain't dying from a beating again.
That's
But
true.
the Hulk probably could rip him in half.
Doomsday to death.
The Hulk probably could rip him in half. Probably
Well,
rip his head off if he wanted to.
Can he rip him in half? I mean, can Doomsday regenerate? That's the question.
No, Doomsday can't regenerate.
Well, if he's like Superman, right?
The timer is active.
Superman at a point has to recharge his body also when he fought Doomsday. So it's all on the weather too. Does Doomsday get charged by the sun? I'm not gonna lie.
All Kryptonians do.
Right. So
True. Exactly.
If they're fighting in the desert, I don't see Doomsday.
And if I'm not mistaken,
I think
Superman beat the Hulk.
Say it again.
Superman beat the Hulk.
Nah, that was a fan art. That's fan art.
No, it's a comic book.
No, there is a comic book.
Yeah,
There is a comic book.
Yeah,
There's a comic book. See, he got beat.
When DC and Marvel merged,
right?
But
and their universes merged into each other, and
let's not forget. It's all on who writes the story. Because that's true. Very true. I'm gonna take a shot at you Spider-Man fans. Spider-Man then went against Thanos, and he never gets his ass kicked. And I feel it's bullshit. So
who doesn't? Spider-Man?
But
Spider-Man hardly gets his ass kicked.
True.
And I feel like Spider-Man should be getting his ass kicked.
So I'm looking at it this way. So Superman has a moral compass, right? Doomsday has none. Doomsday has no moral compass. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry, I got Doomsday in this, man.
But we have a dead heat. So for those of you who have not voted, the timer is on, and when it goes off, it's gonna go to the panel if it's tied, and there it is. And right at the last second, right at the last second,
who won?
Doomsday by 1 vote.
Wow!
alternate universe.
You rhinoceros pizzas.
Hold on. Fatal. Who did you go for?
I went for the Hulk, man. I was gonna go for the Hulk. So if it would have went to the panel, I would have went with the Hulk.
I would have went with the Hulk also.
But are people going for Hulk because he's more famous?
He's a more popular character.
More popular.
No, I think he's stronger than Doomsday. Physically.
I don't know about that because Doomsday is just a mindless. My thing is his bones is what I think would cause damage to the Hulk. But all right, when the Ed Norton, remember when Abomination took his elbow and stuck it in the he was trying to stick Hulk in the
He
heart.
stuck it in the chest, the chest part of the Hulk.
And he was actually doing some damage to the Hulk because of course he had more than just gamma rays. And that's my point with Doomsday. Doomsday, like if he didn't have the bone structure, then I would say it might be the Hulk. But because of the bone structure, it's like putting extra armor on the Hulk. That's how I would say. So that's why it's kind of I don't know about that one.
That was interesting, but it was one vote that put him over the edge. So with this challenge day thing, we're gonna keep going, but you gotta each challenger has to lose twice before
Right.
they are eliminated. So these guys may see each other again in the challenge day series.
Wow, so
Yeah.
Hulk can lose again?
Yeah, but he might come back. When he lose, he gonna come back probably as the World Breaker Hulk.
Well, let me ask y'all a question.
Ooh.
You just gonna start changing them up so your guy can win.
But let me ask you a question. Didn't Doomsday die? All right, they brought him back alive, or did
So
he
every
die?
time, so Doomsday, so he was a Kryptonian. They ran experiments on him, right?
Mhm.
So they would set him on fire, bring him back. Now fire can't kill him no more. They would drown him, bring him back. He can't drown no more. Now he can breathe underwater. However he dies, his body adapts to it and makes a countermeasure.
Where's he at now? Where's his body at now?
He's invincible.
Man, he's pretty much invincible at this point, man. And did everything to him because he's been alive for thousands of years.
So what if he's vaporized? How the hell does he come back from that?
I don't know. I didn't write the book.
Touche.
Touche.
Every character has to have a point where they're able to be destroyed. Every character.
Yeah.
So something got to be able to kill his ass.
I mean, that's like Dirge, the bounty hunter. He's basically invincible. You can't cut him. Anakin force pushed him into the sun, and he vaporized. So boom.
So his weakness is.
But you know what, Dan? When I heard the story about Dirge and I actually watched it, and it's canon to what they say he is. It made me look at Dirge like, if he can regenerate, why was he just a bounty hunter? He could take over anything at that point. You understand what I'm saying? Being,
it's
I never understood that.
Because if that video I posted, his origins.
Yeah, I watched it.
Yeah. So, his mentor, he, basically loved him like a father or whatnot. So, so whenever Dirge got destroyed, over the years, those thousands of years that he kept regenerating and all that, it corrupted his mind. So, he was basically just focused on one thing, and that was, he got to killing all the Mandalorians, but then the Mandalorians were gone. But then he found out that the clones were cloned from a Mandalorian. So then he's like, okay, well now I've got another, I've got another purpose. I'm going to start killing all these clones. But then he got to liking killing Jedi also. So, because over the time, his brain or his mind was, corrupted over it. But I don't know. I mean, like you said, it all depends. I mean, that's how they wrote him as a character.
Hold on, wait a second. I didn't end the poll, and it ended up with more votes. And this is tied.
Oh, yes, you did. You did.
Go and look.
You did in the
Go
poll.
look. I didn't.
No challenge day. You called it.
Oh, you called it.
When the poll was ended,
Go look at the poll right now. It's in.
Yeah, but you know what, Fatal? You have to put a limitation on the poll.
I know. No, but when I thought I ended it, it was 54.
Right.
But,
so you thought you ended it. That means it should have ended.
I know. I'm trying to get my guy back.
All right, well then, you know what it is? You know what it is?
Oh man! And he talk about us, DJ. He talk about us messing up.
We'll leave it as a draw, but then it has to be a rematch.
No, they come. Dude, look, Hulk got one loss in the series. You got to be beat twice. So he'll come back.
He said he lost.
Challenge against somebody else. Doomsday moves on. People waited to last minute to vote, but more people had started coming in. It's crazy how these shows work. But like I had died at the beginning of the show. I came back. I died at the beginning of the show, man. Nah, but we ain't going nowhere, man. Cool Nerds Lounge ain't going nowhere. It's just work and trying to do these shows, man. It's not easy. I don't know how some people can do like shows like a lot because I only can do one day a week, man. Sometimes if I jump in on somebody else's show, I might be in the background, like with no, without my face showing because I'm driving or something to work.
Mask.
Yeah, it's rough, man. Yeah. But it was a good time so far, and definitely I appreciate Dan for coming to the show and showing us some of this beautiful work. This is great. I'm happy.
And pick up that Spawn. If you've been waiting for a Spawn, you don't gotta wait for McFarlane anymore. We got our Spawn right here.
Can we get a good blade out you?
Right here. Uh-oh.
Alex.
One coming.
I already
Alex
got 2 more coming, so I'm good right now.
He's gonna be
Wait. I want that pit. That pit's got to
2
come.
more blades.
Hey,
That pit has to come through.
man, dude,
Yeah,
we went from
There's
no
actually some
blades.
pretty nice blades out there right now.
Yeah, we went from no blades to everybody want to do a blade.
I know.
Rashid, what's that? 3 blades?
I was thinking about doing a venomized venom. I don't know if any of you guys would like that.
You heard what he said? A venomized venom.
Nice venom.
Yeah, because everybody doing venomized this and that.
Right.
Yeah, that's true.
I was just kidding.
well,
You know
Dan,
what? I just want a good Blade movie to come out. I've been waiting for this movie forever. They keep on pushing the thing back.
I gotta hurt. If you go on Tubi or Disney, you can find the Wesley Snipes blades.
I got the DVD.
Don't disrespect my man, okay?
I'm saying I need this new Blade to come out, man. I heard they rewriting the script because Mahershala Ali didn't like it.
Stop rushing for
Yeah,
it because
they was trying to.
It's not going to surpass the
it
Wesley
ain't.
Snipes blade.
Well, they're trying. They try to make something. It was really controversial what they're trying to do.
I repeat.
Yeah.
I repeat.
You already know what they was doing.
It is not. Blade Wesley will not be beaten. I'm telling you.
That.
Yeah.
Record this. Yes.
You're live. You're in recording.
I am saying that this guy will not beat the Wesley Snipes blade. Okay.
Are you sure?
I wanted to show y'all something real quick.
Yes.
Because this display is amazing. Man.
Is that someone sleeping in there?
Yeah. Now this display is built tough.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. At first I didn't even see him.
Wait, that's a child's bed.
No, this a grown man right here,
Grown
bro.
man. Oh my god.
Way.
Oh my goodness! Wait a minute. That's not a statue.
This display is
It's a man.
This display is bananas. But as you can see, he has removable acrylic fronts because you see this one sitting right here. So that's how he got up in here. So if it's holding his weight, this is really good. These look like module cases, but I don't think they are. Are they?
Do you really think that guy's in there?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
That's not photoshopped?
Nah, this dude in there.
So these pieces here are as big as humans?
Oh yeah, these pieces are large.
Oh no, yeah. They have them like that. Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
All right.
And this right here, this Hulkbuster, man, I have it. It came in a damn in a crate on wheels.
Oh, tell them what happened, Fatal. Go ahead, tell them.
And if you look at his legs, his
my
legs
wife
is
saw it.
actually crunched up. So that's why.
Yeah. Nah, man, these pieces are large, man. Yeah,
it's pretty ballsy.
Tell them how we were struggling to get it over that into the garage.
Because I had to put it in the garage before I brought it in, and I have this concrete barrier, so we had to lift it up over that, man. I'm like, God, because I couldn't fit it through a door. It was too large. I had to put it in the garage, and then unboxing it, it's just like taking piece by piece and bringing it in the house. Man, I'm like, man, what are we doing? There was a time where I was like, man, $500 for a statue? They'd have lost their dang old mind. And now
you paying $5,000.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
So he said they're a custom module case. Yeah,
Flavor,
man.
I'm surprised you
All
don't
the
get that war tank because I think you would like the war tank, bro.
Yeah, but I'm not really into the character at all. So it's like me spending that kind of money on a character I'm not into. It's a hard ask, especially when you're trying to do better with the budget. I
That
wanted to show,
Hellbat is dope though. The Hellbat.
I wanted to show these, man. There's the property that I like, and it's a character called the Monkey King, and I actually just got in one of the pieces from them. Actually, a Monkey King. It's like a 7-scale statue. I'll be unboxing that on one of the shows. But these are other pieces from that company, and I want to show some of these pictures because I thought these were cool.
Yeah.
It's like 7 scale.
1/7, you said?
Yeah, like 7. And this is like the Monkey King in this weird tree stump that's all bloody.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, he's like samurai, man. And
What
I thought,
company is this?
the company name is SUM. I'm gonna share the screen so I can show you guys the website real quick. It's really, really something different. I first saw one on Sideshow years ago, and then the Monkey King character actually sold out, so I couldn't get hold of it. And they had a bronze version, but they wanted way too much money, and I was like, "No, I can't afford that. I can't afford $3,000 for that." But I want to show you this called Granny Regrets from this company.
Cool.
Dude, this
That's
was
right, she
bananas.
was
Look at this.
The hell is that?
Granny Regrets.
Go wind up in your collection.
Granny Regrets. Look at this.
Is that some? Oh, so it's like the thing. She's like
She
the
regrets drinking that tea.
What?
She regrets so much.
When I saw this, I showed my uncle. I wanted to show him, and he hadn't seen it yet. So he said, "Surprise me on the show and show it." I almost forgot to show this. Yeah, look at this, dude. I don't know. It got to be silicone.
Is that an alien busting out her head?
No, it looks like her head is turned into a mouth.
Yeah. It reminds me of the thing, not the thing, but that it was a movie where they had it where something protruded out the middle of the forehead. It was an older movie. I don't know if any of you guys remember it. It was a sci-fi movie.
Yeah. Do anybody in the chat know this property? Granny Regrets. Where it's from? I just thought this looked crazy good as far as detail goes, man.
That's wicked.
Yeah.
It's really wow.
Yeah.
Kind of reminds me of the thing.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, dude. But I know it's ridiculous.
It's detailed, a little demonic.
Yeah, I don't know. They want 2,600 for this thing, but
No, thank you.
How big is it?
They keep that.
I
shit.
think it's it might be like half scale.
Oh,
You
So,
don't want to rush
is it silicone or?
I think it's silicone.
Oh,
I don't
okay.
mess. I don't
that
mess with this.
unkillable that you're getting.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
that's
that does,
not-
that, yeah, I think that's silicone, and that's real punched hair. So
yeah, but I
that's
don't
why
mess with this. I try not to mess with the silicone because I don't know the quality, how long it takes. How it lasts.
yeah,
and stuff.
silicone doesn't last as long as resin.
See, that's why.
I mean, I mean, you're talking hundreds of years, probably.
So
You know what I mean?
the height of it is 13 inches. So
Uh-huh.
I don't know if you could consider that full scale. Probably not. Probably half.
Yeah, probably half scale. They don't give you a scale, huh?
And this says like platinum. So they got a lot of crazy things on their website. Like
That's cool.
this one's 11 inches high. 88 of these made. Blood Rain.
Yeah, that looks like resin.
This is the Monkey King. This is
Yeah.
resin.
If you guys, there's a couple of movies based on the Monkey King. They got the old like the kung fu movies, and then they also have what is called the Forbidden Kingdom with Jet Li and Jackie Chan, and they have the Monkey King in there. And I think Jet Li plays the Monkey King.
Yeah, okay, I do remember that movie. I have that movie.
Yeah, it's I mean, if you want a story arc of who he is, that will explain it in the Forbidden
That's what that's based off on.
Kingdom.
There's a video game
yeah,
with him too.
Yes,
yeah,
video.
you're right. That's right.
That looks really good.
Yeah, this looks real good. Like he's taking a blood bath.
Yeah, that's cool.
So I got a piece that I got in actually yesterday. So probably next week, I'm gonna go ahead and unbox that piece. And I really want to get into this property because I thought it just looked really cool. And sometimes every now and then I collect stuff that I'm like, man, this intrigues me artistically. And it wasn't that expensive. I think the piece was like maybe $200 shipped, something like that. So not too bad. And I have been looking for this character for a couple years now, but the one that was inside sold out. The bronze version was like 2,800, and it's like maybe quarter scale, if that. But I thought this was cool. Yeah, I'm trying to look for the one that I actually ended up getting. So this is the one that's still at Sideshow. So originally it was $700, and it was 16 inches tall for the regular edition. But this bronze edition is a lot more expensive. Yeah, you can find this at Sideshow. You can find it at Spec with this bronze version being around 2,800. I wanted the regular one. This is the regular one, which to me looks better anyway.
It does.
Well, yeah, because it's not a bronze rendition. It's more colored.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, man. Look at that.
I like it. I mean,
look, the bronze version has this basic bass, and they want 26.
Right. That's talking about the bass on
Look
the
at
other
this.
one is much better.
No, thank you.
Severed heads. So
No,
I
thank
can't
you.
find this anywhere. I can't find it.
Got blade statues to pay for.
Yeah, I can't find it anywhere. So, yeah, I just wanted to share that real quick, man. I thought that was dope.
It is.
Yeah, so yeah, that's about it for tonight, man. I appreciate everybody, coming. Dan, thank you very much for your visions and bringing it to life for us. And I'm very happy with this piece.
Good. Thank you.
Yeah, number 24.
Okay.
Good work.
30.
We'll get that.
Yeah, really good work. So, I'm gonna do some photos of this with my camera and do a video of it spinning around on the table. I'll post it up on my Facebook page and on the channel. It's really dope here.
Good. I'm glad you
couldn't
like
ask for a better statue of Banner and Hulk and the Incredible Hulk with that great music, man.
Absolutely.
With that great music.
Yeah, that's basically the pilot episode all in one. His first transformation and then him at the end.
Yeah, absolutely stunning. So I always put up like funny videos for these guys, and because they was kind of late today, let me see.
I wasn't late.
Yeah, you wasn't, but
there he goes.
This is for the ones that was late. Dan, this doesn't reflect on you, okay? Doesn't reflect on you, but I gotta do them, man.
Oh, you motherfuckers. Okay. All right. I'm putting cases on all you bitches. Huh? You think you can do this to me? You motherfuckers will be playing basketball in Pelican Bay when I get finished with you.
Shoot program.
23-hour lockdown. I'm the man up in this piece. You'll never see the light of who the fuck you think you fucking with. I'm the police. I run shit here. You just live here. Yeah, like you better walk away. Go and walk away, because I'm going to burn this motherfucker down. King Kong ain't got shit on me. That's all right. That's all right. Shit. Oh, fuck. I'm winning anyway. Shit, you can shoot me, but you can't kill me.
He done released Alonzo on us.
Yeah, man, y'all don't be late, man.
I thought it was at 9.
Hey man,
Yeah.
I'm fighting traffic to get home.
Yeah, this don't reflect on Dan. This don't, you know. It's I guess, man.
Hey, Key. me and you synchronize, and we come in late at the same time. Let's do that to
him. All right, man. So, they know how I end the show. This annoys the heck out of my buddy DJ Hercules.
Here we go.
But we gonna do it. I'm gonna do it like I always do it this time.
This is great. This is great.
Yeah, y'all know what it is. You know, the voice. So, yeah, you know, I had to get them, man, heckle my guys, man, but they are good guys. They are. Ladies and gentlemen, we want to thank Dan Dynamic Menace for coming on the show tonight. And we want to thank him for bringing us quality products. Shout out again for the way that this was packaged. We can't be done any better. I called it luxury foam. So definitely thank you 1,000 times for that, my friend. We have reached 1,000 subscribers on the channel. And with that being said, as promised, there will be a giveaway. So I'm going to present to you the giveaway real quick so you can see what you'll have a chance to win on the 1,000 subscriber giveaway show. And it's going to be this piece. You're going to be able to win this, and I'm going to ship it to you as well. If you are in the continental US and Canada, I'll ship it for free. Now, if you somewhere way over yonder, you might have to pay us some kind of shipping fee or split it with me or something like that. You know, I'll try to make this thing very feasible for you because I am giving it away. Now, this is showing it in 2 different colors. I think I got the blue one that I'm giving away. But this is a pretty dynamic 5th scale diorama of the Batman versus Harley Quinn. And they're on this like this train track with dynamite around it. You see this Joker, you got Bud Blue. So it's a pretty nice piece, especially for free. And this is gonna be for my appreciation to everybody who tunes into the channel. And yeah, we ain't going nowhere. So all that stuff at the beginning, you know, we ain't going nowhere. It's KooLNerdz Lounge, man. You know how I always end it, ladies and gentlemen, with a God bless you. And hold on, wait a second. Let me get some thumbs up. What are we doing? Boop, boop. Some love. Yeah, man, you know. So we always have fun here, man. And if you didn't catch it live, catch the replay. And that'll be it for today. Thank you.
Later.
It's Fatal the Collector.
Statue reviews, elections, giveaways, and raffles that'll leave the followers baffled. Got fooling and got loving with new reviews up in the oven.
So press like, comment, and go ahead get the subbing.
Collecting is a hobby, we do not make it an idol, but on this channel we gon' bring the heat.
Better let us compete with our rivals.
Tours and conversation in this KooLNerdz nation. So sit back, relax, and let us take you on a convention vacation.
From conversation to cosplay, MCU, DCU.
We got everything for you.
Batman is my favorite, DC.
Marvel is Black Panther, R.I.P. Chad B.
Winter, spring, summer, and fall, in any kind of weather, we collecting forever.
Just like, comment, and subscribe to Fatal the Collector.